Welcome to our live training session number 33, part 5. In this video, we're going to get our engine fired up cold now that we've done our tuning on a warm engine and our main fuel table is all dialed in. We're going to take a look at the cranking fuel, the post-start fuel, and the warm-up enrichment. We're also going to be taking a look at adding a fourth dimension in our lambda fuel control. So it's going to allow us to have a modifier based on coolant temperature. We're going to have a lot to cover, so let's jump into our live training session so we can get started. Welcome back to our live training session here with our Mitsubishi Evo 8. Now in the last video we dialed in our closed loop boost control. We've essentially mapped everything out for full throttle operation. In the other previous videos we dialed in our idle and part throttle, so everything's going to be perfectly tuned at this point. Now we're ready to take a look at the last aspect of our tuning. It's going to be the cold start. We want to see what the post-start and warm-up enrichment are going to be looking like for air fuel, and making sure that we're going to have an engine that's going to start up, not run too rich, not run too lean, be smooth as it comes up into operating temperature. The main fuel table is going to represent our engine in the warmed up state. So that's going to be something that we always want to keep in the back of our mind. As we're going in and firing up the engine, we never want to go and alter the main fuel table if we're noticing the air fuel's off. We're going to be using our compensation tables in the warm-up enrichment and post-start to actually fix any kind of air fuel difference. So at this point, that's where we're at and that's what we're ready to do. Now before we do that, there's going to be two things I want to talk about. First is going to be taking a look at our lambda table. So our target air fuel table that we've set up before we know when we're tuning in our main fuel table, our main fuel table values were hitting the target air fuel table values. Now, in our configure here, under the fuel main, we have our open loop lambda table set to on. Now when we do that, it's going to be taking a look, jumping in here, our target air fuel table is going to be representing a part of our fuel calculation. So not only is this going to be used for closed loop target, we've looked at that in the closed loop operation for O2 control, it's also going to be part of the fuel calculation. So if I change my air fuel here, let's just assume I tune my main fuel table, I'm hitting my target air fuels in this table. If I go and command, let's say a point richer, a point leaner, my air fuel will lean out accordingly. It's going to know exactly how much it needs to alter the fuel delivery by, because we're using this as part of the fuel calculation. So we're going to have two different aspects of control. Now we're going to introduce another dimension to this target air fuel. This is based on our map pressure and our engine RPM. But when we have a cold engine, we might want to have a little bit richer air fuel target. So we actually can implement this and have an offset air fuel against coolant temperature. So as we're warming up, maybe we don't want to run at something like 14.7. We might want to run at something like 13 air fuel. And in that case, we can't do that with just this table. So there's going to be actually a couple different parts of this. First part, we're going to go to our ECT lockout. I'm going to lower this way down. I'm going to go to something like 30 degrees. If I go to 30 degrees Fahrenheit, essentially it's going to be turning it on, and 32 is actually the minimum here, so we'll say 32. Thanks for checking out our teaser clip. If you want to see the rest of this video and more than 500 hours of current EFI training we have to offer, make sure you click right here. If you want to go and check out more teaser clips from this training course, click here, and you don't want to miss any of the videos we're going to be releasing on this channel, so make sure you subscribe and click here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.